Hello all, welcome back to our channel Nursery to Varsity. In the previous video, we have covered the noun as gender. This is the time to deep dive into the topic the noun as case. Now, the noun as a case tells us about the position of that noun in sentence. In sentence, we have various positions. It might be a subject, it might be an object, and so on. So, when the relation in which a noun stands to some other word or the change of form by which the relation is indicated is called the case. We'll move on to the example along with the type of cases we cover. Now, there are various type of cases. First one, nominative, then objective, dative, possessive, vocative. So, we'll study one by one. First one is nominative case. Nominative case is said to be nominative because it indicates the subject of a verb. Here, as we all know, subject is the person or the thing who or which carries out the action of the verb in the sentence. For example, Ram is a smart boy. So here, Ram is a proper noun. Ram is the subject of the sentence, and that is the reason Ram is in nominative case. For the second example, the painter is painting the portraits. Here, the painter is a common noun, right? But as this is a subject of the sentence, that is why it is in nominative case. Moving on to the second type of case, that is objective case. Objective case is also known as accusative case. Now, in objective case, it indicates about the direct objects of verb, or if they are the objects of prepositions. Direct object is the person or the thing upon whom or upon which the action of the verb is carried out. Now here, the thing to be noticed about is upon whom or upon which. Now, moving on to the example, I met your sister. So here, I is the subject, met is the verb. Now what? To whom? To whom I met? I met your sister. That is the reason your sister is in objective case. Here, your sister is the direct object. The vendors sell grapes. The vendors sell what? The vendors sell grapes. Grapes is the direct object here, and that is the reason grapes is in objective case. One more example is the book is on the chair. Again, the book is the subject for the sentence, and the rest of the part of the sentence is on the chair. And as we have indicated in our direct object specification, that this is all about upon whom or upon which. So the book is on the chair. So here chair is again a direct object, and that is the reason it is in objective case. Moving on to the next one, that is dative case. Dative case indicates about indirect object of the verb. Earlier, objective was all about the direct object, and here dative is all about indirect object. Now, what is indirect object? Indirect object of a verb is the noun for whom or for which. Earlier, it was upon whom and upon which, and here it is for whom and for which the action of the verb is carried out. And this is the difference between direct object and indirect object. Taking on the examples, get him a pen. Now, get is a verb, a pen is an object. But what is him here? Now, object that supports the direct object, basically we somehow says it like an indirect object, and this is totally a way of getting out indirect object out of the sentence. This is not any rule that supporting thing. So now a pen is for him, and that is the reason him is in dative case. Now the next one is the postman brought me a letter. The postman, the subject, brought is a verb, and a letter is a direct object. Now what is me here? Again, me is a supportive role here. So me is supporting that the letter that has been bought is for me. So me is in dative case, reason being an indirect object. Moving on to the next type of case, that is possessive case. Possessive case is also known as genitive case in general terms, and it is all about the possession and the ownership. It is used to denote authorship, origin, kind, and some etc. cases as well. A noun in the possessive case is governed by the noun that follows it. For example, this is your pencil. Now here, the relation of pencil is from your. So your is in possessive case. Moving on to the next example, it is our idea. So our is denoting a possession, that this is our idea. This is something they are focusing on. So our is in possessive case here. Moving on to the last type of case, that is vocative case. Vocative case is used to call a person or persons, or when used for the sake of address. For example, brother, a letter for you. So here I'm using brother, a word to address my brother or someone to whom I really want to address. So that is the reason brother is in vocative case here. For the next one, chairman, all the letters are posted 2 days ago. Again, I'm using a word chairman to address someone, and that is the reason this is again in vocative case here. As we have completed all the types of cases, so now it's time for exercise. Now, here are few sentences, and I have underlined the exact word which I really want to get out, that which type of cases it is indicating. So, you can continue this with me in the comment box below. So, for the first sentence, I am in Miss Mary's class this year. Tell me, what is Miss Mary's indicating over here? As the class is having a relationship with Miss Mary's, basically a possession or an ownership we can say. So this is all about possessive case here. Moving on to the next sentence, the teacher gave the students few exercises. What's teacher here? And as we know, teacher is simply a subject for this sentence, and when a noun as a subject is there in the sentence, it is all about nominative case. For the third example, that is basically the same sentence we are using in second example as well, but the underlined word is different. Here the underlined word is exercises. The teacher gave the students few exercises. Now, as you can see, exercises is again a direct object in this case. So it is all about objective or accusative case. For the next example, Mr. Bill, students are waiting for you in the main hall. Here I'm using Mr. Bill to address the person for the sake of information I want to convey. So this is all about vocative case. For the last example, the teacher gave the students few exercises. Now, this is a bit tricky, I guess. Now, the teacher is simply subject for the sentence. Gave is verb. Exercises is direct object. Now, what about students? And as I've said, a supporting character in a sentence is 99% always a case of indirect object. So here, students is a case of indirect object, and when a noun indicates with indirect object, this is all about dative case. So here we have completed our exercise as well. This is all about today's lecture. Hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. And if you have any queries, you can either comment in the comment box or mail us at nertuver@gmail.com. You can follow us on all our social media handles. You can see links on the screen. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Till then, keep liking, keep sharing, and keep subscribing.